Hello YouTubers and video watchers, this is Orlock425 and of course Jimmy Wilson, and I'm doing this on both platforms so you guys can hear me out on what's the situation that's breaking news all over, of course, the web and social media, and of course the platforms as we know it. So this is episode 15, and what I'm going to be talking about for this episode is Mixer is closing its doors for good. And theme is going to be Microsoft. And the game I'll be playing for this video is Predator Hunting Grounds, since I've been enjoying that in live stream for a long while, and might as well just, put it on this so keep you guys entertained while I start talking and making my own discussions about this situation. So this is really upsetting and alarm to everybody in the Jimmy community who actually been, seeing me on Mixer side with the whole, situations of doing certain games in there, and this is mostly directly through my console, so I usually do that Mixer side directly through my console since it's easier for me to make a switch between Twitch and Mixer. But here's the situation that what's happening with Microsoft's decision. They're closing Mixer's doors for number one reason, and I was shocked when I heard this from popular YouTubers like Angry Joe and Yosh, I'm gonna call it Yosh, something like Yoshiye, something like that. They actually discuss how the terms of what the heck happened over there at their side and led to them to this shutdown. And the main cause with it, of course, was they're not getting enough people reviewing their platform, and most of them were on Facebook gaming and Twitch side, and they needed to compete with Twitch. So they decided to do this thing where they teamed up with Facebook Gaming, and they said, we have to shut this down already, and we have to move everybody over there so that way they can have a real competition between Twitch. So that's led them the decision to doing this. And I know it's alarming and shock that everyone is hearing this right now. But here's the reports I've gotten, and let me show you right here. So this is right now Microsoft's Mixer streamers have a decision to make, and of course this is the alarming set from right here in this article, which Microsoft shutting down Mixer and partnering up with Facebook Gaming since the concerns over there that happened. And the dates for sure that Mixer will be closing its services and moving over to Facebook Gaming is right here, July 22nd. So already upcoming month already, believe it or not. So it's like only a few weeks with Mixer before this thing shuts down, and it's sad knowing that this is happening. And there's another reason why they're doing that also. They want to focus on this too, since they're not having a lot of time. So they're actually moving it over with the streamers on the Facebook Gaming, so they can focus on the xCloud and try to get it more fixed or something like that, that allows people to do more with their games. And yeah, it's very upsetting to know that, we've been with Mixer for a long time. So in this article that I showed you from earlier, that the streamers have a decision to make. Of course, like this Ninja streamer who's been with Mixer quite a while, has decision to make to see which platform he's gonna go. And yeah, it's very upsetting. He even wrote in his Twitch site right here, if you can see, that he has to make decisions to see where he's gonna be, streaming his gaming with his own community. We don't know if he's gonna be on Facebook Gaming or he's gonna return to Twitch. That's up to him. But what really that affects most likely that affects is the ones that are mostly not partnered or barely making it with their community and trying to get as much as higher as they can. Those are the people mostly being affected by this, because you go to this article right here, these guys are covered off the bat because they make so much, and you can tell from this article, you can see how much they make, of course. And now this situation that's happening, they're completely going to move everybody that are sponsored or popular over to Facebook Gaming side, leaving like some of those you call it low streamers, or like small community streamers, forcibly out and finding another platform to stream their community at, which is sad. It is. But the recent news that I've been really shocked about, that the fact that not only that it affects those people, but it also affects me, because I've been streaming so much for quite a while now. I've been searching and doing things that are different between what I've just witnessed, because the situation is that what happened with some of these YouTubers that I've seen and witnessed, it's really shocking. It is that this actually is going down. And from by the looks of it, when I seen the other call it the other videos that talked about the same thing, what's very shocking, what I've seen from other YouTubers' response to this situation with Mixer, is they're really bizarre. Like, they're really like in disbelief that this is actually going down. Even Phil Spencer himself had to make a statement saying that, I know it's upsetting. They tried their best, but they sold the situation why, and knowing that it's gonna be a platform that's gonna be missed and community that's going to be long gone. But the other reason why they had to make that decision is their growth wasn't making good progress on Mixer, and they needed something to rally up and get, people's attention. And Facebook Gaming was doing the job for that, and because it has everything in one platform, why Mixer had to get a different platform to do it. And that's why the situation came up, because if the views went up here, Twitch is making over 750 million that get hourly watch, why YouTube makes only 279 million, Facebook is at 86, and Mixers only have 37.44 million, which is the lowest from the other three that hourly watched since then. And how they moved up, and that was from April 2019, how they moved up from April 2020. There's more than 1,491 billion that get watched on Twitch, 461 million on YouTube Gaming, 291 million on Facebook Gaming, and then we got 37,106 million that are on Mixer watching. That's what's going on. Like, they haven't moved anywhere, only by 2%, which is really crazy that they barely moved from months from now. And that's why it's like they decided, it's best that they just team up with Facebook Gaming, which is crazy. But this is like the third reason why they did that. I'm really like shocked in that this is actually going down for my community, because I've been doing streaming for my community on this Mixer platform for a while. It's been really, a big community success to actually enjoy streaming games and showing them to people, and it's been really exciting to actually communicate with you guys over there at the Mixer side. But now, since the situation's happening, it looks like it's only going to be mostly for PC on the Mixer side, which basically Twitch, won't be seeing that much. And this is my announcement I'm going to make. You won't be seeing that much face camera with me on Twitch, since this is the situation that happened. And this is alarming to actually know that this is going down and there's nothing I can do. This is Microsoft's decision, and this is what's going to end up being. Now, we don't know if Facebook Gaming has an app, but I do know that once Mixer is completely gone by July 22nd, that the future holds for streamers and everyone else is going to be a mystery. For me, of course, I just used it just to show you how much games that we can able to see through Lively. I mean, you can see me live and communicate with me much better, that able to see cool stuff and things that help me get people's attention to actually see what I do on YouTube. And now with this situation that's happening, it's really alarming that now I have to change platforms, and I don't know where my second platform, probably Facebook gaming, because that's the only one that has a lot of people watching it right now. And to be honest, when I looked at it, it's really like devastating. Like, let me show you an example what I'm talking about here. So I really created a page for it, and this is, you know, what one I created, which, let me go to viewers thing so they won't see any of that. So this is what I created right here, and this is what you see as a visitor. I barely created this, and when I barely first entered this, I realized this looks nothing like you're putting a regular platform like I did with Mixer. Mixer, I was able to customize my features and put infos, donations, and all this like stuff that decorate my channel to able to get people's attention and look at my stuff. Now, when looking at this, it looks like I'm entering a new social page to just to tweet stuff and post stuff, which makes alarmingly no sense to anything to do with streaming. And this is what bothers me. Now, I don't know if Facebook will kind of fix that kind of situation, but this is what it looks like. And to be honest, I'm really not happy right now as a streamer, because when I looked at it, I'm like, ugh, it's kind of scary. And then when I watched some of the gamings over there, okay, so now let me get you close up of what the situation is. So this is like I'm gonna blur this out so nobody can see his face, but this is what it looks like. And instead of live streaming through like with chat and all, it's actually a live post. You can see from right here that everybody is basically sending messages, putting a like, putting comments, and just seeing you play this game. And to be honest, after witnessing this page, it's more of into gaming and less communication with your community, which by far, let me tell you, is really not a good connection when you're streaming with your community. In other words, you can see me and you can comment, but I won't be able to see you and comment stuff. In other words, I probably, when I'm done streaming, I'll be able to look at these comments, but I'm not going to be able to, when I'm playing, communicate with you. So I'm going to be completely blind. And even though I put something in the bottom, hardly anybody's going to make comments there or going to put something that to get people's attention. And when they do comment and they do get your attention, you're going to be too busy playing the game that you won't be even have time to see what they post or put in there. And other people can actually, dislike it, can do like, this is what has become with Facebook gaming. Instead of doing this whole chat thing where you could post things and you could actually delete them, or you can actually, communicate with them, it's a little bit harder communication. You can see from right here my own perspective, because this is all done in a post. And I'm going through this right now. It's like, I'm really like disbelieved of what I'm just seeing. So that's what it has evolved, unfortunately, and that's the reason why I'm actually talking about this, because the situation with the whole setup here is basically very like not compromised, but it's confusing to me. And now it's like I'm have to know these new tools and know how to do things. But here's where the saddest part comes, that over there in the mixed side community, when I'm streaming my games, unfortunately, the best communication I'm going to be doing is mostly on Twitch. Which, if you're on Facebook and you're watching me play this game, or you're seeing mostly me doing this live stream, you'll only be seeing mostly like the game itself, and you'll hardly be seeing my face that much at all. Plus, I won't be able to communicate with you at all. Even though I posted on one side or another, it still won't make a difference since it's mostly on comments. And then finding my page is really going to be like really like that, a little bit challenging, since other streamers have their own. And even though you search me up on Facebook, it's still going to be much difficult unless I share it. And even though then, I only use Facebook for like mostly about a different site towards my family, and nothing like this for social like social open public things. So yeah, it makes it even more difficult for those post followers to find. It's really like upsetting knowing that this is what happens, and you know, we only thing we can do now is spend time last with the mixer side before this thing disappears, which that's what I'm gonna end up doing for these last couple of weeks with the mixer on right now, and just live streaming my games one last time with the community before it disappears. And no, it's really it's a sad it's a report and news that I'm bringing up to you guys. So again, this was a complete video of just talking about the situation over there. I hope the ones that stream over at Mix could take this seriously and figure out what their decision they have to make for the future of themselves when July 22nd happens, and figure out where they're going to actually be streaming their things at, where they're going to be going to, because once this happens, I can guarantee you won't be able to stream no more on Mixer or see Mixer, because they're just going to move you over to Facebook Gaming. That's what's going to end up happening. So far, I know guaranteed that Google Play and everything else, they're going to start removing Mixer off their platforms completely. And they're also going to be doing the same for the computer side, like Windows and Mac, getting rid of those apps and changing them over. And of course, the console of Microsoft themselves, they're going to make sure that that Mixer app is gone, the community of that app is gone, and they're going to remove that entirely to just have no existing records of any of that. Now, we don't know how the recording is going to be when the broadcasting is for the Xbox side, but we do know that once it disappears, only someone can tell what's actually going to go down, because the Microsoft said that they'll keep the recording broadcast settings there, but we don't know what's going to happen for the future of the system, you know, by itself recording thing, because their recording on consoles are different, and we got to find out how that's going to work now, and how this thing is going to evolve and change, because only time will tell once, you know, like a little clock thing where it's gonna be lead when this happens. And the future is still unknown of what's gonna hold for Mixers disappearancing after, when you got all these people, you know, that have been for Mixer for a long time, and where they're gonna actually show up to. So again, thank you again so much for watching this episode. I hope that this doesn't break your hearts or doesn't necessarily put you on the bad spot. I know I'm heartbroken because of the fact that this is actually going down and making it now harder for me to stream my games. But it doesn't mean the end for my streaming. I still find ways to communicate with you lively, and I won't be doing that much on YouTube with that kind of stuff, but I will be trying to see if I can find any open suggestions and seeing if Facebook gaming is something that I'll look into up to or not, depending on how it works for me. But that's all I gotta say. This is episode 14 of a talking discussion, and we'll see you on the next talking discussion episode from your Zero Pow, Jimmy Wilson, and Orlock 425. Thank you so much, and bye bye.
We're compromised.